social media sucks. And I'll explain my reasoning. This is gonna be old-timey Brenton talking, but I am just so sick of this. Beyond sick of it. And even though this video isn't going to solve it, I just need to vent my frustrations out. Disney is celebrating their 100th anniversary. Quite the milestone. And they have been popping off like crazy with all kinds of different movies. Some people have been excited about, others not. New Indiana Jones movie, The Little Mermaid, the live-action remake, another live-action thing we didn't ask for. And I'll be honest, I would rather have new content than basically a newer version of something I've already seen. Reimagine, remade, whatever, live-action Lion King. One of the first Disney movies I remember watching is The Lion King, but, you know, in 2D, classic cartoon, hand-drawn style. And I love that. Now, do I have any disdain towards the live-action one? Not as much as other people, and that's where this conversation begins. We're going to go past The Lion King for a moment and talk about the one project I have been the most excited to see. And that is Disney's Wish. But everyone else through social media, YouTube and Twitter, are all saying this movie is awful. Where? How? How are you getting this information? I am so sick of this. Listen. Not every single Disney movie's gonna be a masterpiece. I know a lot of people didn't like The Black Cauldron, but it has a cult following. There are people that still like it. How can you say Wish is an awful movie? How can you say that Disney is lousing it up? How can anyone be saying all of this when there are people like me who just enjoy seeing whatever they come up with? Chicken Little. Yes, I'm going there. Chicken Little from Disney. One of the first times they tried to make a 3D anything. Abysmal views and reviews. People hated this movie. I was not one of them. I was not. And while I was too young to realize how bad the whole toxic father thing with Chicken Little's dad is, I still like the movie. Still like the movie. Yes, there's some things that have aged poorly, but I enjoyed seeing what happened. I enjoyed seeing the little alien species that showed up. I enjoyed all the humor and performances of Chicken Little and the cast. No one else will agree with me for the most part. But you know what? I hold Chicken Little in high regard because that was a time in my life when I didn't have a Facebook, when I didn't have a YouTube, when I didn't know anything about Twitter, and Twitter probably didn't even exist. Chicken Little was a terrible movie, but I still enjoyed it. And I know I will enjoy Wish, but to hear so many people talk coldly and boldly about how Disney just keeps screwing up, it's like, are you even trying to just enjoy the movie? Are you just looking for something fresh and original, or are you just enjoying the fact that Disney made anything at all? Unfortunately, I'm to an age where it's like, there's not going to be a lot of things that surprise me. There's not going to be too many twist villains that catch me off guard. I will say, and I know people are going to argue with this too, Frozen's twist villain was exciting to me. It was a surprise. It made me gasp. I was in for it. But I'm so sick of people sending these negative reviews because they're looking for something more from Disney. It's like, if they can't make it, do it yourself or something. I don't know. My point is that we can still enjoy something, even if it's negatively reviewed. Even if there are critics who have just too many nerves or just anger issues or something. I don't know. Critics that highly criticize a movie just because they're looking for something original. It's like, it's hard to get some of that originality, and I still think Wish does have some stuff that's original. But my gosh, do I miss being a kid sometimes. Miiverse? I want to go back to Miiverse. Can we go back to Miiverse? I want to complain about Miiverse. But let me try to just summarize this. As a kid, at least back in the 2000s, I didn't have cell phones. I didn't care to go on computers. I just had my gaming magazines. I had stuff that they shown on TV for commercials for something. I was excited just based off of that. I didn't have the internet, which criticizes so many things as just toxic all around. Don't get me wrong, there's some good aspects to the internet. There always will be, but you have to take the good with the bad, and there's plenty bad with the internet. But my point is that I was too young to be able to look online and see Chicken Little Bad. I just watched the movie based on the commercials. It's like, this looks interesting, this looks fun, and I still enjoyed it. Once again, didn't know about the son-father issues, and I will kind of reprimand the movie for that. But I still enjoyed the movie, and I will still enjoy Wish. I'm just sick of people already criticizing it so harshly to a point where it's like, I'm almost doubting myself. And I'm not gonna do that, but if I were a little kid and I saw one of my favorite YouTubers say, this movie is bad, then I'm not going to watch it. And that's not fair. Just because people who were trying to find more than we can look for, that we've been exposed so much to all kinds of different movies that we hold all the other newer movies higher in regard because it's like, well, they don't have this energy. Well, it's not this creative. Well, the plot was too predictable. It's like, stop. Just enjoy the movie for what it is. Because if I didn't know about any of these reviews going into Wish, and trust me, I've not actually read or watched any videos regarding it, I've just seen the thumbnails. If I didn't know about any of it, I would still see it. Even though I do know about it, I'm still going to see it. Because I know I will enjoy the movie based on the trailers I've seen, not someone else's criticism. So, before I blow a gasket, or just bust a nerve, please, this is the same with the Teenage Kraken movie. I don't remember what it's called, but if it looks good to you, watch it. I don't care if you rent it from a library or you see it on Disney Plus or some other streaming service. Watch it. Make your own conclusions. Understand that Disney is just making a movie that might be entertaining, that should be entertaining. What you take away from it is your opinion. But do not, and I repeat, do not try to force other people to agree with your opinion when they may be interested in seeing the movie. This is going all over the place, but my point is, and I tweeted this, I hold Chicken Little in regard in my childhood, because at least I didn't have people saying how bad it was before and after it released. Well, I mean, I found out after it released, but not like weeks before after it released. Sorry, something like that. I'm just so sick of people criticizing something that I'm sure is going to be good, that people are going to enjoy, but they just hate on it just because they can't get the satisfaction they want out of it. Just because they can't get that satisfaction doesn't mean you can't find some satisfaction with it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I'm just too old to understand this is the society we live in now, but I'm just so sick of people hating on these movies when they're really not that bad. If you just go in expecting to watch a movie, expecting to have some kind of experience, whether or not that experience will last with you, I think that's all you should really take away from this. Raya and the Last Dragon, I enjoyed that. People hated on it. The Ghostbusters, the 2 recent Ghostbuster movies, people hated on that. I enjoyed it. I'm just... GalaxyWisp talks about this all the time, and why I agree with him, there's a point where it just becomes a little too bold of a claim that people are hating on movies just to hate on them. I think it's the fact that people are wanting more out of their movies. And if you go in with that mindset, you might not enjoy it as much. Bring out that child wanderlust you used to have, and just watch a movie. Just to watch a movie. Maybe it won't be the next Lion King. Maybe it won't be the next Toy Story. Maybe it won't be King of Thrones. I don't know why I just suddenly jumped the gun like that. Maybe it's not your Star Wars Episode 4, but Disney and any other company doesn't have to make these movies. They don't have to make Migration after making Shrek. Or after making the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which is so good, guys. Go watch it. If you are a Mario fan, gamer fan, go watch it. But just don't take critics' comments seriously. If it looks good to you, go watch it. Do not base where you're you're going to watch something based off of critics, based off of Rotten Tomatoes, or your favorite YouTuber hating on something. If it looks good to you, go watch it. That's all I gotta say. Next time, I can complain about Pokemon Go, but I'm gonna wait on that video. So, till then, and until my more entertaining, fun videos, this has been We To Play. I got nothing left to say, so I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there. Go watch Wish. Okay? If it looks good to you, go watch it. Anyways, take care out there, and I will catch you later.